You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Russ, the Tar Heel. And in this huddle, baby, we're going to do another football spotlight on UNC running back Davion Gause, man. We'll put the spotlight on him, and then we'll go over some expectations for Carolina Shore to be RB1, and we'll check out some game film as well. But before we take a look at Davion, man, if you are a Tar Heel or an avid college football fan in general, man, do me a solid. Stop what you're doing, hit that like button, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel, and share this content with your fellow Tar Heels friends and family, man. And make sure you even hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified every time this Tar Heel makes Tar Heel content. So let's get into this, man. Davion Gause, or Bullet, as he is so affectionately called, is a 5'11", 215-pound running back out of Opelika, Florida. He is a former high 3-star ranked running back, actually the number 42 ranked running back in his class, and he was the 516th best player in the country out of Chaminade Madonna Prep, according to 247 Composite. Now, in 2020, going back to his high school years, in 2020, he split time with Miami signee, then Miami signee Thad Franklin. In 2021, he helped his team win the 3A title. He was even named to the Max Preps All-American team. In 2022, he rushed for 1,251 yards, 19 touchdowns, and averaged 7.68 yards per carry. And then in 2023, he ran for 1,047 yards and 14 touchdowns, helping Chaminade Madonna to their second straight state championship. Now, as a freshman at Carolina, he obviously took a back seat to the two-time All-American and, future NFL draft pick Omarion Hampton, at least future at the time. And he did flash in his opportunities last year, rushing for 326 yards and 4 touchdowns on 67 carries. Now, last year he averaged 4.9 yards per carry, and he did post a 105-yard rushing performance against the Charlotte 49ers. Now, we obviously know that Bullet has some huge shoes to fill, as him and Carolina in year one under Coach Belichick, man, they are more than likely going to lean on the running game more often than not. And when I'm looking at running backs, what I'm looking for, is I want to see how the running back is able to set up his blocks, his patience, right? Not only his patience, but his ability to identify the hole and hit it. And then most importantly, what does he do with the football outside of how well, the scheme is, how well his offensive line, the H-back, the fullbacks, how well they blocked, right? And what I'm basically insinuating is that if your line is blocked for a 4-yard gain, well, in order for you to, kind of show your worth as a running back, is what do you do outside of that 4 yards? Because if they're blocking for a 4-yard gain, then Russ the Tar Heel could get that tote and pick up the 4 yards. But I want to see what you do more than how the scheme or your linemen / blockers are blocking for you, man. So let's take a look at some highlights and see what Davion does good, man. So we'll start right here, man, where we can see Davion lined up. He's behind Harrell in kind of like a pistol look. And you really like how he just puts his foot in the ground after getting the carry, and he just gets downhill, right? Identifies the hole, he gets north and south, and he finishes the run with contact. That's what I like about Davion, is he is going to deliver the blow to you. Here we can see UNC threatening in the red zone. They go a little hurry up right here with Davion lined up to the left in the gun. He does get tripped up right here with nothing but green grass in front of him, so you'd like to see him stay on his feet and score. But, Carolina would eventually punch it in later. Right here, you can see Bullet with the H-back, leading up in the middle. He sees the hole, gets downhill before eventually running through the safety. Really good pickup here. And once again, that's one of the things that really impresses me about Davion, is that he delivers the punch to you, just kind of like Big O. Big O wasn't taking any contact. he was delivering the hammer. Davion runs downhill as well. We can see right here Davion lined up to the right of Connor Harrell. He sees the whole close up. He bounces it outside. And then it's probably his most wow play of the year when he hurdles over the safety, which, you know, personally I'm not a huge fan of, because especially when you're surrounded by defenders, if you come down wrong, bro, you can get hurt pretty bad, man. But you can see here a little bit of this 18-year-old young man at the time, his playmaking ability. This may seem like an insignificant play, but I personally just like the way he finishes this run, bro. He leans forward, right? That's an extra yard. So when running backs are not, you know, getting pushed backwards, they're always leaning forward for that extra 3 feet, man. That's a huge plus, and it kind of shows you the fact that they're running downhill. Here we go again with Davion getting downhill. He's delivering the blow to Central. He leans forward, man. And remember, we are talking about an 18-year-old freshman at the time of this game film. Watch my guy here, bro. Hit the hole and get upfield. This play wasn't blocked very well, but it's good to see him identify the run lane, get up in there, and then get a big pickup, right? Not a guy that's going to run away from you like maybe Omarion Hampton would, but it's a really solid pickup. His ability to identify the lane, get into it, and then get north and south. Right here, bro. Really good run. Bro, this is one of my favorite to watch, man. I kind of had to watch it like 5 or 6 times. Really good run against UVA in Charlottesville, where Davion gets up in between the tackles, bro, and he runs angry, man. I mean, just absolutely destroys this safety right here, bro. And then he picks up an extra 10 yards after the initial contact. So I guarantee you, number 2 on defense, he was the butt of some jokes during film sessions the following day in that one right there, bro. Big time run, and you see how angry he can run, man. This one's against Wake Forest, and it's impressive because it really wasn't necessarily blocked well, but he's able to redirect after Wake's defensive tackle gets that really good penetration. But then when he turns it up, there's bodies everywhere, even his own guys on the ground, and he ends up having to hurdle his own lineman and turns what should have possibly been a loss on that play to a 7-yard gain. So once again, I cannot, say this enough. When we're watching him make these plays, we're talking about a freshman. And then we'll see him be really patient right here against PC, find his lane, and then he delivers a pretty good burst upfield to get 6, man. So Davion's ability to shoulder the load is going to be a pivotal part of this season, running smoothly for Carolina and Bill Belichick year 1. Caleb Hood is obviously a very capable back, but, can he stay healthy? He had a really good bowl game against UConn. Damon June looked pretty good in the spring game. Michigan's Benjamin Hall comes over, and then Jalen McGill obviously reclassed to this year. So they've got some good running backs, but I think Davion is going to be the stinking dude, man, and it really is going to be paramount that he, can shoulder a lot of this load, man, a lot of the stinking load. So, as you can see, very, very capable back, very promising young back. Not necessarily maybe the home run hitter that Big O was, okay? And that's no slight on Bullet because, Omarion Hampton really was that good. Arguably one of the stinking greatest running backs, maybe even in the history of the Atlantic Coast Conference, man. I mean, he is a 2-time All-American, so we can't take that away from him. So even though he might not be Omarion, I'm still fully confident that this guy is a 1,000-yard back, and he can be a staple on this offense. So you let me know what you think about Davion down in the comment section, Tar Heel Nation. How well do you think he fills the void left by Big O, man? And can he shoulder the load that we're going to need him to shoulder, especially early as the offense works out the kinks, man? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Let me know who you want to see next down in the comment section as well. I love you guys. You already know it's a great day to be a Tar Heel, baby. And we'll catch you on the next one. Go Heels.